that meant a lot to me.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
So that was really cool. So let's talk about some fights.
All right.
The Rampage.
Do we have to talk about the Rampage fight?
We have to.
Oh, my God.
People are saying he threw this fight.
Threw it. Threw it.
He said he came out like a hippo. I think he's giving hippos way little credit. Hippos are in way better shape and way faster than this. Now, Mayhem.
I had a fear that he never called me, so,
Now, you're friends with Rampage.
But he didn't call me for this fight, so I had a
Now,
feeling.
did he really get hit here? I mean, this is a guy that's never been hurt in his life, basically, except for, like, by Vanderlei's knees. It looked like Fedor just tapped him on the top. Then he, like, says he protests the stoppage before they stopped it. Like, someone said at least Chael waits till after the thing to throw the fight. Like, he's saying no, but they hadn't stopped it at this point.
I know.
Did he really get hit that hard? People are saying it's Fedor. Ma'am, you've been in there.
I mean, he did get dinked right there, and I mean, if you're not in that good a shape, you don't take the damage as well. And he definitely looked like he was like damaged right there. It wasn't like he was faking.
Okay, right there. Okay, so he got dinked right here. But
that looks super suspect.
Bro,
when he like jumps to the ground.
That's a bummer to watch. I mean, damn. I wish Rampage that. I don't know. Here's the thing.
Tell us the truth, man. I know you're friends with him.
Yeah, I'm friends with him, but he
fight?
didn't tell me that. No. So, I mean.
But you know his character.
I think that he just came out of shape and wasn't expecting to get hit that hard. And, that was game over. What am I supposed to say, bro?
But he's taking selfies with the team afterwards.
Well, yeah.
And then he puts on Instagram, like, leaving with, like, a bag of money and a chick waiting for me in the room or something.
Yeah.
And he's taking photos with the team. Like,
look, man, when you're Rampage Jackson, you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
But he has money. Like, right? He's pretty well off.
Yeah, but at the same time, if they're going to throw a bunch of money at you to get punched by another fat guy for 1 minute, I mean.
Do you think that he knew about this fight? He had a camp. I heard he was training hard. According to Ellenberger, he was training hard in Vegas.
Yeah, I can imagine he was training hard, but it doesn't matter. You get in there that night and get splatter blasted like that. What the hell?
But if he's training hard, why does he come in looking like that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he tends to be fat anyway.
He came in at the limit.
You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. You're asking me questions that you're going to have to ask him.
He's not going to tell us he threw the fight.
Well, I don't think he threw it. I just think, look, he was tired. You know what I'm saying? And he ate too many ding-dings. That's just how it is.
Ding-dongs or fucking, like...
Whatever the hell they are. Look, he...
ate too many ding-dings, he literally on his head. He was
carrying a lot of extra weight, you could see. And, it's not like Fedor just went and hit him one time. He battered him for.
I mean, people are calling him Bob Sapp. People are taking Bob Sapp's body and putting his face on it. Other people, and the thing is, he's retweeting the Photoshops.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think he's having a good fun about it. It wasn't like he.
You think he knows that? Isn't he competitive though?
Because I knew that we were going to talk about this, and I didn't know it was going to be this quick, and I don't know what to say. I love the man, so it's not like I mean. Yeah, he was a damn fat bastard.
Okay, but when you lost your fight, when you came in 36 pounds over, right?
Yeah, 97 pounds. I think
okay, you came in, 27 pounds over, and you lost. Were you taking selfies afterwards? Did you actually feel bad about it? It seemed like he doesn't really care at all.
Yeah. Nah, but I didn't get paid that much.
So you took
I would have been way more fun. I would have been having way more fun if I just bought a house. You know what I mean?
But that night, were you partying in Italy and having a good time?
For sure.
Now, did it bother you at all? Because you said...
Yeah, of course. If you're a competitor, it gets to you a little bit. But at the same time, like...
It doesn't seem like it's getting to him at all.
I'm sure that he, like, blew his nose on hundreds and was like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, go cry me a river.
I mean, do you think in his mind he's like, listen, I didn't actually train for this. He didn't actually...
I'm sure he trained somewhat. But, look, he wasn't expecting... that, you know what I mean? He didn't think, he maybe underestimated how old Fedor was.
You think he sparred at all for this fight?
Yeah. He had to. There's no way. There's no way he didn't train a bit, you know what I mean? So it's not like he went in there.
But in his mind, do you think he goes, all right, like, look at this Photoshop. Someone put Rick Ross.
Thick Ross.
But do you think in his mind he's going, he beat a fat, out of shape version of me. he didn't really beat me trying. Therefore, I shouldn't care.
Look, why am I gonna? How are you gonna make me think what? Since I know Rampage so well, I can tell you exactly what he feels.
I'm just saying, okay, with you, right? Like if I went into like a roast battle and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna write any jokes about this person till the day of, or not even. I'm just gonna go there and wing it,
freestyle,
right? And then I lose.
Yeah.
In the back of my head, I'm like, I lost, but I put zero effort into this.
Maybe.
Therefore, he didn't really beat a version of me that actually cared about
I think you're onto something. Like you're right. Yeah. It sounds about how a guy can rationalize losing so bad like that, but at the same time, I'm sure he thought he was gonna, The thing about Rampage is he's the same as you. If you went to a roast battle, you might zing the guy. You might win because you're that good a comic to freestyle. Same with Rampage. He's got enough power in his hands where he might actually knock the guy's head off. So I think maybe that's what he thought. He's like, oh, let me just tag this guy one time and I could win. But I don't think he took it that seriously, because afterward taking selfies, tweeting his fat photos.
Well, and a lot of people are really disappointed in him. Other people are like in on the joke almost.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, Rampage, we got him. Like, aha. Like,
but at the same time, like, what do you expect from a fighter? You know what I mean? The man's 41 years old. He's given his whole life to his career. He's fought for 20 years. He's like had some of the most legendary fights on earth. What's the problem with him taking a nice payday?
There's absolutely no problem for that.
I do it.
I mean,
However,
would it be better? Would it be better if he just got fucking obliterated? Would we be happier if he went out there and just got knocked the fuck out? No, he got battered pretty damn good, and then he,
No, but it would be better if he actually came in 220, in shape, and just beat the shit out of Fedor or make it a very competitive fight. People are like, hey, look, Tito Ortiz, say what you want about him. Every fight that he goes into, he looks like he's going to win.
Yeah.
Or he looks like he could win. He never came in fat, out of shape Tito.
Yeah, that's true.
Granted, now Rampage is a very charismatic guy. He's very funny.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of guy that, like, even in his
got some A-team residuals.
And his pre-fight thing, it was like saying, it was one of the funniest interviews I've ever seen. He goes, well, I think we got the same birthday, and therefore when I'm fighting him, I'm thinking, man, we fucked the same night. I mean, it had nothing. It was hilarious.
Good.
I mean, he's next level funny.
Exactly. He's a legendary dude who doesn't really need, to like cement any more legacy. He's already got it. Lost to Fedor. Okay.
So
cool.
It doesn't bother him that, like, other people are saying you let me down. You took it just you treated this like a joke.
Yeah. Well, are those guys paying his bills? Not really. Are those guys what? Everybody on the couch loves to talk shit on fighters who lost or came in fat or came in, this, that, and the other. They've never been in there. Never done that. It's the hardest job,
Yeah, but they're the ones that are fans that are watching it so that you could actually support yourself.
Yeah. But that vocal minority, okay, whoopity-doo.
Yeah.
You're telling me you wouldn't watch another Rampage fight? Even if he said he's coming in 265?
But if it was on pay-per-view, I wouldn't.
No, but nobody pay-per-viewed that either. You know what I mean? Am I wrong? I don't know.
It was it was free on Spike.
So I'm saying, a free fight for everybody.
But if I bought tickets, I'd be pissed.
Oh, yeah. But that's what the undercard's for. You put the young guys who don't have this problem, you know what I mean, of coming in super heavyweight, like it's a whole different.
Look, I'm not disappointed because I
think the fact that we're talking about it and like we're so jazzed up about it, I thought it was.
I was way
wild.
more disappointed. I was way more let down by Frankie Edgar's fight.
Yeah.
Because.
Well, I told you that one.
You did, but that one was like because Frankie seemed like he really tried.
Yeah.
Came in shape, and just got obliterated by the zombie.
Yeah.
But if Frankie didn't come in with a large gut, and
yeah,
look like he
I
played
think
video
it would be
games.
better if he came in with a large gut. I think a fat Frankie Edgar would be badass.
I mean, but he was actually trying to win the fight. And
But I mean, he came up short. What are we gonna do? Cry about him?
No.
Yeah.
No, but at this point, I don't want to see Frankie take any more damage.
That's what I'm saying. I told you that the damage that Frankie's taken over his career, and it's been a great career. I mean, the guy has been one of those guys, like an icon in the sport. It's just tough, man. You over the years you get worn down. Your body takes damage. It's just a reality of our sport. That you can only be on top for so long.
Have you noticed that your chin over the years has gotten?
Yeah, for sure. I like that. In my later fights, like there were shots that I took that wouldn't have hurt me. like 10 years prior,
Like
5 years
against who?
prior. Like even against Dalloway, I remember he jabbed me one time, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I felt a little off. And it's just because I got thousands and thousands of hours of sparring, and at the beginning of my career, I didn't move my head. Just punch me in the head, and I'll punch you back. And that was the way I fought, and I enjoyed that. I didn't care. It didn't hurt. So I just did it. But the reality is you chip away. And I just think it's an age thing, too. Now, as you get older, like Mayweather totally changed the way he fought because he got dinked by a guy, and he got dropped twice in one fight. And
Mayweather?
Yeah, Mayweather did.
Yeah.
I know people don't remember that. And then you can see if you study his career, you can see after that fight he started being a defensive guy, use a Philly shell. Guys have to change their whole. The smart fighters do. The other guys, the guys are not smart. They take the damage and they don't evolve, and then suddenly they're just
By the way, Dalloway got murdered last night in Ryzen.
really.
Yeah, I'm not literally murdered, but he got knocked out. There's a guy also that should probably think about like.
Hanging him up.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe. What you got KO'd clean.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's too bad.
And
but I mean, that's part of the life. You're gonna risk it. Dance with the devil. Sometimes she steps on your foot.
Sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
I like that. Let's talk about some other fights. So, do you watch the MVP?